Welcome back to my page. It's Amira Such a Doll, or you can call me Amira. This video, I will be telling you guys about the top 10 best shows on Netflix. Well, my personal favorite top 10 shows on Netflix. And then I'll give you some suggestions of another 10 shows that I like that's on Netflix. And I'll talk about the shows that people suggested for me to watch that I'm going to watch, and eventually I'll do a review for those shows as well. So, keep watching. All right. Okay, let me tell you right now, this list was so hard for me to make. Like, I watch so many shows. Like, my favorite thing to do is just binge watch shows. Like, I can finish a show in a day or two, seriously. So it's like, I pretty much watch like everything on Netflix. So here's my top 10. I'm gonna just go down the list. Some of the stuff that's on my list is not on Netflix anymore. But you can find them on other networks, or if you feel me, you got that bread, you want to pay for it, by all means, you feel me? All right. So, my number one show, don't judge me, Friends. I love Friends. I watch Friends every day. It's no longer on Netflix, but I still watch it every day on Nick at Night, feel me? My second show is The OA. That's more of like a sci-fi type of show. Very good. It gets weird, but if you into like weird stuff, you'll like that. Actually, it's not really in order. Like, my top 10 is like, it's interchangeable, but I'm gonna just give you 10 shows. Okay, third on the list is Wentworth. Very good show. I love that show. I literally cried watching some episodes. It was that good. The next show is The Following, which was a very good show. It's no longer on Netflix, but it was produced by Fox. So if you got the Fox app, maybe it's on there. I'm not really sure, but The Following, definitely one of the best shows I ever watched. Sense8, that's a very different type of show, but also very good. Base Motel. Base Motel is like, have you ever seen Psych? It's like very dark. It's a very dark show. It's about a mother and son who, like, they're obsessed with each other. They move to this new town and they start killing people and all that. Very good show. I don't really like how it ended, like the last season, but it's still worth a watch. Number 7, Orange is the New Black. Orange is the New Black, it's a very good show. At some point it went from like being about the main character, which was Piper, to it being more about like worldly issues and what we was dealing with at that time. So I really like that show. The next show is Dead to Me. That's number 8. Dead to Me is so good. As soon as you watch the first episode, you'll be hooked. Number 9 is Working Moms. Very good show. That's definitely a comedy show. If you need some comedy, Working Moms and Dead to Me, definitely one of the top comedies on Netflix. The last one on my list, which is very hard. It's hard to end a list, like, especially if you got so many shows. Like, it's hard to end the list. The last show I put on there is The Returned. Only because I like shows that, like, when people come back from the dead and, like, they gotta figure out, like, how they return. I like shows like that. So The Returned is the last one on my list. And then I got a couple shows to suggest for you guys. I'm gonna just go. Did I explain? I'm gonna just go down the list. I might explain a little bit. Bloodline. You'll be hooked from the first episode. It's family drama. It's family drama. You guys will like that one. Paranoid. I don't know if you guys like British TV, but I personally love British TV. So Paranoid, definitely top of my list. Riverdale. Okay. I'm not really into the like TV 14, PG 13, PG type shows. I know that sound kind of like weird, but like it don't be giving enough drama. I don't be liking any reactions, so like I tend to like not watch stuff that's TV 14. But Riverdale is definitely a good show. It's good enough to keep your attention. It gets spicy on there a little bit, so I like Riverdale. Another show, Marcella. That show, the first season was so good, and then like, cause it's about a cop. She's like a detective or whatever. I'm not even gonna spoil it. It was really good the first season. Then the second season, it started involving kids, and like I don't really like when kids be getting killed on shows, so it's like kind of lost me. But I had already watched the first season, so then like I had to follow up with the second season. It still was good, but just a fair warning on that one. Okay, Stranger Things was this close to making my top 10 list, but it's other shows that I like better than Stranger Things. Stranger Things is very good. Um, very science fiction. Some people do not like science fiction. I love science fiction. Stranger Things is good. It is I think it's TV 14 or PG 13. It's a good show. The next show. Okay, when I put this show on the list, this show really made me realize that there's not a lot of like black shows on Netflix. Like everything I just named was like all white people. But there's not really that many like black shows on Netflix. So this is 7 Seconds. 7 Seconds was a good show, but like when it comes to like black people on TV, they always just like minimize us so much. They act like we can't do other things other than dying and being sad. And like that's what 7 Seconds is about. It's about like a mom who a black family that lost their son to violence or whatever. He got killed. He was trying to figure out like what happened and all that. The dad didn't have no money he didn't have no hours from his job. The mom was stressed out. Like it was just, you feel me, like they always do the same stuff with black families. And when I was writing this list, I'm like, you know what? I kind of don't like Netflix no more. Like, where is the black shows at? Even when I started Googling, I'm like, okay, so where is I'm like, maybe I'm missing shows that I watched that's black and I missed it on the list. But no, like, the shows that popped up, like Luke Cage, okay, Luke Cage was cool, you feel me? But it's just like, even, Luke Cage, I think he had a record. Like, he escaped prison and all that. Like, why is it always, like, you feel me? Y'all feel me? Y'all know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that. But anyway, I'm going to continue with the list. That was just a little side note. The 4400. Me and my little sister watched that show. It was good. It's about people that randomly went missing, and then they all return back with powers, and they're trying to figure out like what happened to them. They went missing for like, some people went missing for like 50 years, 100 years. So it's like, yeah, it's a good mysterious type show. All American. Okay. Clearly everybody know All American is a good show, but I already told y'all how I feel about TV 14. I don't really do the TV 14. At some point, I'm not gonna lie, my boyfriend like literally forced me to finish watching All American because I was getting annoyed with that drama. I'm like, this drama is so petty. Like, and why is he gotta be in sports? Like, why is it's just always the same stuff with black people? It's just annoying. It's like, give it a break. Can he be mad about something else? You feel me? Like, I don't know. There's always something with black people, and I don't like how they be directing us and casting us and all that. I don't like that. But All American is a good show. Yeah. On My Block. That's another. I think that one's T14 too. It's T14 be killing me. But On My Block, that was a decent show. It got kind of childish a little bit because they was talking about the little gnomes and all that. And I'm like, what this gotta do with, you feel me? Like, what this gotta do with this? And then somebody got shot. And I'm like, why? Like, what's about to happen with that? You feel me? It got good. But some shows, when you start them, you just gotta finish them. So, On My Block is pretty decent. Nurse Jackie. Nurse Jackie, that's my show. Me and my sister be watching that. That is about a drug addict nurse. That already caught my attention. Like, she a nurse, but she a drug addict? Oh, alright, like, let's see what this genre about. Okay, I'm about to name my honorable mentions. Okay, so I have 3 honorable mentions. Dr. Foster. Okay, I'm the type person, I like shows that's more relatable to real life and what would have happened in real life versus shows that just give you a happy ending. So I really enjoyed that show because it was like, okay, like, that would happen in real life. But some people may not like what happened in that show because it's like, okay, matter of fact, I'm not gonna say too much. Just read the description. On the first episode, you'll see what's going on. But if you don't like shows that stick to being what would have really happened in real life, don't watch it. Another show is What If. What If? This show got crazy from the door. Like, I can't even explain what it's about. Like, it's really about a couple that's like happily married. Everything's going good for them, but like they wanted, I think they wanted money. Like they wanted money to like start a business or something like that. And some lady with like all this money like offer them the money that they needed, but she wanted something in exchange. But whatever it was could have broke up their marriage. So that's what it's about. So you'll see what she was wanted to happen. You feel me? Because you'll see, you're gonna see. Okay, the next show, Wanted. Wanted is another, no, Wanted is not British. Wanted is a Australian show. It's if you like shows that's like, it's like kind of family, but it's like not family, but it's like drama and like violence and crime, but it's like also homey feeling. I don't really know how to describe it, but like it's a good show. Okay, it's 2 shows on there that did not make the list at all. And I'm gonna tell you exactly why. Jessica Jones. Okay, first season Jessica Jones, I'm like, yo, this is my favorite show. Like, this is jumping. Then the second season, I have so many questions. Like, who wrote this? No offense, but offense. Because who wrote that? Like, everything that was happening, the first episode, second episode, after the second episode, I'm like, nah. I'm like, all right, let me just play the 3rd episode in the background, see if something catch my attention. No, it didn't catch my attention. I'm like, you know what? I'm done with Jessica Jones. It was, first season was cool, second season was not. And the second show about the name, exactly the same thing. You. Y'all all watched You. Y'all like You? I know y'all like You. And I don't know why y'all like that show so much. It's so weird. Like, the first season was like, yo, bull crazy. He's a psycho. But then the second season is like, all right, you doing entirely too much. And the way it ended, I just feel like I just watched it all for nothing. Like, it didn't give me a peace of mind at the ending. It didn't even have me on edge at the end. At the end, it just was like, all right, okay, like I just didn't like that. Okay, to close the video out, on Instagram I put up a questionnaire of you guys' favorite shows. So I'm just gonna read off if I watched it, if I didn't watch it, if I plan on watching it. Let's start there. The Office. First of all, I'm gonna just on The Office because I heard that it's hard to get into. Like once you get past like the first season, then it's like it gets really good. But I'm just not really that into it. Even like the episodes that I saw here and there, I'm just like, it's alright. Like I guess like I really gotta know like the characters to like really get the jokes. I like that type of comedy, but it's something about like, cause I watch Parks and Recreation. I really like that show. That's way better than The Office in my opinion. I'm cool at The Office. I'll probably watch it in 10 years, maybe. I don't know. Ozark. I started watching Ozark. It was good. I don't know why I fell off. Either it was me or the show. I don't really remember. I fell off with that genre though, for sure. Like, I might get back into that genre though, because my mom was watching the last season. I'm like, oh, wow, this is kind of getting kind of spicy. The last time I checked, it wasn't doing enough, but I'm gonna go back and watch that and give a review for y'all. Top Boy, I heard it was good. Never saw it. I'm gonna watch it. Money Heist, started it, got bored with it, stopped watching it. I'll probably go back and watch it though. Trinket, this is one I've never heard of, but I heard my best friend said it was good. So I'm gonna look into it to see what it's about, and I'll let y'all know. Stranger Things, already told y'all I watched that. All American, told y'all I watched that. Wentworth, watched that. Lucifer, not my cup of tea. I don't really do it's just too devil, Satan, hell. Maybe I just never read the description of it, but in my opinion, that's not something that caught my eye. I'm cool off that type of stuff. Sometimes you can't let too much stuff in your brain. I'll be cool off it. American Horror Story. I was getting those same type vibes of what I just said. Like, I'm cool off like the spooky stuff. I don't know. I'm not like, I like scary movies, but like certain shows be doing too much. The previews I've seen of that show wasn't intriguing to me, so I'm cool. Yeah, I probably won't ever watch it unless a real good season come out and I don't know, somebody convinced me to watch it. Next, Big Mouth. I watched Big Mouth, and Big Mouth is actually funny. I like that show. Black Mirror. I'm cool. So cool. Very cool off that. Like, like it just don't do nothing for me. Like, it's too many episodes I saw, and I'm just like, okay, but what was the point? Like, there's no ending. There's no ending to all of the. You feel me? Like, it don't. Like, I just not my cup of tea. I'm cool. I saw a couple good episodes, but still, like I said, not my cup of tea. Working Moms. I already told you I watched that. Vampire Diaries. I don't do the vamps. I don't do the vampires. It's probably a good show, but personally, I don't really like stuff with vampires, so I'm cool off that. Black AF. I actually just started watching that the other day, and people were like really talking about that show, saying it was like they didn't like how black people were being portrayed in that show. And personally, after watching the first episode, I'm like, this show is kind of cool. Like, I'm gonna get into this. That's probably a show I watch when I'm bored though. Girlfriends. When I was younger, Girlfriends would be on. I'm just like, oh brother, like not this show again. I always like the theme song though. But now that it's back on Netflix, I'm definitely gonna watch it. I started the first season, but I'm a binge watch that genre and give y'all a review on it. Greenleaf. I heard Greenleaf was so good. I was about to start watching it, but I had just got finished watching Queen Sugar. Okay, y'all know, if y'all don't know about Queen Sugar, it literally is so much family drama. Like, when I tell y'all, they cry every single episode. Like, it was so draining. I'm like, yo, if somebody else cry, I really might not finish this show. Like, that's what it was coming to. I'm like, it's doing too much for me. But that was a very good show, so I finished it. But I didn't want to watch another family drama that was draining, like, right after finishing that. So I ended up chalking the whole thing. Like, I started watching the first episode. I'm like, I can't do the family drama again. No, I can't. So I'm gonna go back and watch it one day, but just not right now. I wasn't in the right mindset to be watching it at the time. I was tired. But okay, that's basically it. If you guys want reviews on other things, like certain genres, because like I said, I binge watch a lot. So like, if y'all want like specific genres of shows y'all want me to do reviews on, I will do that for you guys. If you guys want me to do movies, I can do movies. If you guys want me to do Hulu, I can do Hulu. I have Amazon Prime. It's a couple shows I watched on there, a couple movies I watched on there. If y'all want me to do Amazon Prime, I can do that as well. I'm gonna start doing videos on stuff as soon as it comes out. So like, as soon as it come out, y'all see my review, y'all can see if y'all want to watch it or not. I'll tell y'all what it's about. If I give a spoiler, I'll have my timestamps on it. So if you don't want to see the spoiler, I'll tell you exactly what time I set it at, so you don't spoil anything that you don't want to hear. I said so much in this video. I'm so sorry. Like, I say a lot. It's just, I don't know. I think I just be getting hot and nervous, even though like literally I'm just sitting here by myself. But I know I'm still talking to you guys. You guys are gonna watch this. So I'm sorry for saying a lot. I'll do better next time. Maybe I'll say like instead. I used to say like a lot. Anyway, I'm rambling at this point. Thank you guys for watching. Bye. See you next time.